Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today, I'm going to invite you to cry. We are going to cry a lot. Actually, I have here a dozens of tissues, long roll. Actually, you know what? I borrow from my neighbor because we are going to cry a lot. A Muslims he sent me saying, "How come people they cry when they hear the Quran?" Actually, me myself, I cried a lot. But usually I cry from two things. Either when I make salad, when I cut onion, or a cry from laughing. So I'm not sure what do you mean. You see, there's tons of videos made by Muslims for the propaganda business. Look at this guy. This guy he play the Muslims. He's very good in that. He make tons of videos and he have a lot of subscribers. You know, he put a picture of a cat crying, and he cried too. Like he makes just videos just to fool. You know, I mean, he is obviously what he is. But obviously, everybody cry when they hear the Quran. Everybody. I mean, so why we don't? Why we are not crying too? Do you remember when the Muslims they made a video about the cat who don't step in the Quran? I remember this video very well. Then we have a brother, which I found it very funny, and I cried from laughing at it. And then we have a brother, his name is David Wood. I think many of you know him. He went to his friend house, and the friend he have many cats, many meow, because those are, I don't know, it look like even cats are Muslims. So the Muslim they made a video saying that cats don't step in the Quran. I mean, look, even cats like meow meow. Even the cat, she knew that this is a holy book of Allah. And they made a video and they posted, and this video is seen by tens of millions. Then David Wood he decided to make, I don't have cats to do the same as he did. I don't have dogs. I don't have any animals here. So David he did make a video to examine if this is true what the Muslims they post in their videos, or it's a fraud. Let us see what happened. You know, and for sure this is from the account of our brother David Wood, Act 17 Apologetic. You can go and watch the video from there. Let us see the video.
Hi everyone. Well, you might notice the background here. I'm at my friend's house and he has a cat. Why am I recording another cat video? Well, I recorded a video responding to a disturbingly common Muslim argument claiming that the Quran must be miraculous and from God because a cat will not walk on it. So I tested that over and over again, and it took me on average about half a second to 2 seconds to get a cat to walk on.
Okay, hold on. Let us expose the lies here. A brother and sister, this guy David Wood, he is hiring non-believing cat, brother. Those cats, brother, they are not a believing cat. The previous video, brother, it is about a believer cat. This is not a believing cat. What?
The Quran each time. You're kidding. Oh my goodness. Look at those Qurans. But there are people who want to defend this absurd claim. So they replied in hundreds of comments that the texts I was using weren't Qurans.
I will stop that. I mean, look at the text book. This is not Quran. This is not Quran. This is not Arabic Quran. This is not Quran. This is fake Quran. This is not a Quran. This is not a Quran. That's not a Quran. Look at the comment. Look. None of them is Quran. It's not a Quran. This is not a Quran. Everybody knows. Everybody can see this is not a Quran. This is not a Quran. I mean, look at all the Muslims insisting that the cat will not step in the Quran because this is not Quran.
The text I was using, here we have a variety of Qurans, which they say weren't Qurans, they were dictionaries. So I heard dictionaries, they were phone books, they were random Arabic books, but they...
Hold on, I saw a phone book. We have to be honest there. I saw, yeah. Is it, hold on. Isn't it the Christian prince who called the Quran yellow pages? Come on. Come on. Hello. Yeah, it's a...
weren't Qurans. Oddly enough, those same people would complain that I set the Qurans on the floor. Odd complaint if they're not really Qurans. But let's go ahead and flip through some of these books to see what they actually are. Notice that it says the Quran. That's odd considering it's just a dictionary. You can zoom in on this and see it in the original video. Arabic text with corresponding English meanings. And what you have here is you have the English translation over here, and you have the Arabic. This is the full Arabic text of the Quran. You have the entire Quran from Surah 1 all the way to Surah 114, the entire Arabic text of the Quran. Here we also have the Quran. We have the full Arabic text and English translation, some notes and so on. So, Arabic text of the Quran, Arabic text of the Quran, Arabic text of the Quran. This is the full Arabic text of the Quran. Here we have the Noble Quran, odd title for a book that's simply a dictionary. Once again, we have the English text and we have the Arabic text, the full Arabic text of the Quran. And yet, for some reason, it's not a Quran, even though it contains the full Arabic text of the Quran. Full Arabic text of the Quran. Lots of English translation, lots of notes. You have introductions, but you also have the full Arabic text of the Quran. And yet we're told that this isn't the Quran. So basically you have two different kinds of claims. You have one, people saying that these are just dictionaries or some other random texts. I hope you see at least that these are Qurans here. But then we have another claim, which is that if any translation is added, it's no longer the Quran. So if you have the full Arabic text of the Quran and you add a word of translation, suddenly you have just destroyed the Quran. It's no longer the Quran. Now, why is that odd? Well, the word Quran means recitation, right? It's something to be recited. You write it down in the text because that's the text that is to be recited. So if you have the text in Arabic that's to be recited, then you've got the Quran. But according to our friends out there, it's not the Quran if it has an English translation beside it. So notice, if you were to say that you have the entire Arabic text of the Quran memorized, if you went to classes and memorized the entire text of the Quran, if you know the translation for any one of those verses, you don't have the Quran memorized because you've also got another language in your mind. See how silly this is? But I aim to please, my friends, and so we're going to put this to yet another test. Our friends say that these Qurans are not real Qurans because they're not just in Arabic. If they were only in Arabic, then we could actually have ourselves a little test. Well, we're going to go ahead and have a little test here. I have a can of cat food. Remember, that was the original claim. The original claim.
Hold on. Do you see, guys? Do you see? He is using, let me tell you why the cat is coming. Now we know why the cat coming. He is using a very yummy food. I mean, those cats will die to eat it. Hello? Like, come on. Like, you see? Okay. See the kuffar trick? See? We knew the trick.
Is that a cat will not walk on a Quran, step on a Quran for food. We're going to test it. Will a cat step on the Quran to get to some food? Let's test it with some Arabic text. So we have here a variety of Arabic Qurans. And we have some delicious cat food.
The cat is walking without food anyway.
Want that? Hey, look, where's that cat stepping? Where's the cat stepping? What is that?
Man.
Very disturbed at how quickly that cat stepped on the Quran. And it's currently stepping on multiple Qurans. What's wrong with this cat? What's this book? You tell me what this book is.
This is not Quran. This is not Quran.
What is it?
This is
because one comment I see over and over again is just because a book's in Arabic doesn't make it the Quran. Well,
hold on. This is the story of Alibaba and the 40 thief. I mean, come on, you want to fool us? It has Arabic text, yes, but this is Alibaba story. This is Alibaba. It's the whole book is 40 pages.
It's true, but we're not talking about any book that happens to be written in Arabic. We're talking about what this book is. What is this book? What is it? If we flip through this book, what is it? Is this 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
Is it Huckleberry Finn?
No.
What is it?
Alibaba, I told you.
Is it The Adventures of Tom Sawyer?
No.
What is this book?
I told you, it's Alibaba.
How about food that's not fancy at all? What about regular dry cat food? Regular dry cat food. Come on. Come on. Are you willing to
She
walk
is
on that
stepping
Quran?
in the Alibaba
That
story.
cat is walking right on the Quran.
Show respect.
Wasn't that the claim? Hang on. Because people also said that because I had more than one Quran there, that somehow disturbs the Quran. Come here. This cat is walking all over that Quran. That was the exact challenge, ladies and gentlemen. The exact challenge was whether a cat would walk.
Okay. So you are trying to say to us that this was a fabricating video. But brother and sister, I can witness to you that those are fabricated videos, and the cat will never walk in the book of Allah. My friend, ladies and gentlemen, I will go. I just remember something. I remember how in Saudi Arabia, Muslims in Mecca, they throw Quran in the sewage. Quran in the sewage. Let me find it. Every year, the government of Saudi Arabia, they clean, and they, even in Pakistan, even many countries, they clean their sewage and they find tens of thousands of Quran. And who is the one who's throwing it there? The Muslims. Those countries are Muslim countries. Do you see it? They are cleaning the sewage. They are cleaning what exactly? The sewage. This is what Muslims they do to their own book. There's no Christians there. Which verse in the Quran will make us cry? They bring you a guy who have a nice voice, and whatever he's saying is going to sound nice. And if you are emotional, already you believe that this is Allah is talking, which is God supposedly, you might cry. But look, we are not crying. We are crying from laughing. I mean, I will cry at what exactly? At this book? This book where it says that Allah, He promised people heaven if they kill people, if they kill the apostate. Is that how Allah I will cry? Yeah, people will cry from this. Millions of people lost their families because of Muhammad and his teaching. If this is what you mean, I agree. Or maybe you want me to cry because the Quran claims that the sperm became a baby, and in its stage as the following. First, it is a nutfa, semen, and then the semen will become a congealed blood. That will make me cry from laughing. What kind of God He says such a thing? Huh? Are you crying with me? If you don't like the translation, this is Shaka, we can change it for you. Let us see Yusuf Ali. All of them, they are Muslims, not my, here we go. And then we have made the sperm into a clot of a congealed blood. You have to be cry. You have to cry when you see this. I mean, it make me cry to see there is more than 1 billion human beings believe in the year 2019 that the sperm transform into a clot of a congealed blood. Somebody saying Quran guide you to hell. Quran guide you nowhere, my friend. The first thing the Quran will make you, you will lose your GPS for anything. What guide you to hell? Even hell, you will be homeless. You will be homeless about science. You will be homeless about when Allah he teach Muslims that a man he can beat his wife. I mean, is that will fix your family, or you will make you an idiot, professional idiot? Beat your wife. I mean, what kind of God he advise a man to beat his wife? And what for? To make her obedience. Okay, you beat your wife. She go and God knows what she will put for you in the food later. Ta 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 ta. Did you beat her? Now I know what happened to the Prophet. This is why the Shia they accuse Aisha that she killed Muhammad. Is that true, brother? Is that true? There we go. Muhammad he think he is dying because of the poison he ate in Khaybar. Many Muslims they said to me, but this is impossible because this is 4 years ago. Obviously his wife then, Aisha, she was putting maybe rat food for him, rat poison, something. And I'm telling you what the Muslims Shia believe. There's tons of videos, just search in English, and you know there's a big sheikh, his name is Yasser Habib, and many others. They claim that the one who killed Muhammad is Hafsa and Aisha, both of them conspiracy against him. Do you know the history of Islam calendar? Islam calendar. My friend, what kind of calendar that the month can come in January and the same month can come in July? What calendar? Have you ever heard of a calendar the same month it change every month, every year? Sometime it come in the winter, sometime it come in spring. This is not a calendar, this is a messed up calendar. There is no calendar. You know, just to give you an example about the calendar of Allah, the Arab, they wanted to examine the knowledge of Muhammad. So they said to him, what is the Ahilla? Ahilla is the crescent moon. They wanted to know why the moon looked like this. Is that the same moon, different moon? Because people, they believe this is different moon. So they are asking you, and look here at the stupid translation, concerning about the new moon. You see the word new moon? Guys, do you see the word new moon? New moon. This is the crescent moon. Okay. Now Muhammad, he don't know. Allah will answer. The wise Allah will answer. Look what he said to him. The guy, he went home, he been squeezed by Jibreel. Allah sent him the message. The message is like a serious message, man. And he said to him, they are asking you concerning the crescent moon. Say, it's a sign mark for a period of time to do Hajj. They are not asking you what we are using it for. We are asking you what it is. He ran away from the answer. They are asking you what is the Ahilla, not what we use it for. They are using it already for that. People, do you understand what I'm saying? Imagine I say to you, okay, what is the reason for the moon to look like this? Is that a new moon, different moon? Is that a different planet? Or so? And then you say to me, the moon is used for timing. But this is not the question. The question why it is like that. Explain how this is happening. How the moon sometime is full, sometime it is a crescent moon. That is the question. And the most important verse, which is the hijab impacting the life of every Muslim female, is because of the bomb of Sauda. Sauda, she goes to do poo-poo. Omar, because he's a savage man, low class man, he make fun of the woman who is doing poo-poo. So what he said to her, Arafnaki ya Sauda. What a filthy man. Imagine your wife, she go to do poo-poo at the dark, and your friend, he go after her, he says, hey, we notice you, Sauda. Huh? We recognize you, Sauda. This is the reason for the hijab to come? Because the woman, she was doing poo-poo? And look how evil he is. He flirt with the wives of Muhammad, and then he go inside the house, he said to the Muhammad, tell your wives, man, to cover themselves. I mean, come on. He's just trying to cover himself, like, okay, they would tell him that he was flirting with us. He's telling him, I am looking at your women. Allah Messenger, ask the ladies to observe veil. But Allah Messenger, he did not answer, he did not care. And then he keeps saying that. And then one day, Sauda was going in the dark to call for the call of nature to do poo-poo. And Omar, he said to her, we recognize you, Sauda. Aisha said, Allah the exalted, the glorious, then he revealed the verse. But this is the verse which Omar, he said. What a crazy cult. And actually, Muhammad, he said, if there is a prophet to come after me, that will be Omar, because Omar, he got him busted that he is a liar. Do you know that? If there is a messenger, if there is a prophet will come after me, that would be Omar. Why Muhammad, he says that? Because Omar, he got him busted. He's taking his words. So Muhammad now is telling Omar, you know what, we are in the same fraud. Okay, I'm going to tell people, he's preparing himself to believe that you can say, you can claim later that you are a prophet. If there is a messenger to come after me, that will be Omar. Let me see if I can find the hadith in English. And how Muhammad, who is Muhammad to say such a statement? You see, the Muslim, they say Muhammad, he have a knowledge. The Messenger of Allah said, if there was to have a prophet after me, it would have been Umar ibn al-Khattab. Why? Because Umar, he got him busted, he is stealing his words. As simple as that. And what is the qualification of Umar to be a prophet? Because he's a prophet already. He says things, it can become Quran. Oh boy. All right, guys, I'm losing my voice. We are here for a long time. This is a long video. Those who download, you can cut them pieces. We have many calls today, and I hope those who you know, we have at least one Muslim left Islam. That's wonderful. And I hope the lady, she is smarter than she's thinking. I hope she will leave this cult soon. They fool you, you know. You go to school, you send your child to school. This is why it's very important to educate your children. They deceive them. Miracles in the Quran, sayas in the Quran. Read my books and die laughing. Die laughing at the comedy of the Quran. You have to be an officially a person who is in drugs. Like you blindfold your eyes and you put your brain into sleep to believe in such a garbage. As simple as that. How in the world anyone can believe in such a madness? This is why, my friend, educate your children. They go to school, they meet with others, and there's many there, they will fool them. Schools can be very a good place for education, but it can be a place where your children learn drugs, have sex around, you know, get AIDS, learn how to smoke. So they can learn good stuff, they can learn bad stuff. You have to protect your children. Don't think just because it's a school is going to be a safe haven for them. This is not true. A policeman in France, he's a grown man, not a kid. He converted to Islam last year. A year after he jumped in the police station, he killed 4 people. All his life was a peaceful man protecting people. He was a policeman. He converted to Islam. Look what happened. And he is a growing man. The devil can play with the mind of people, and you have to protect yourself. Knowledge is a protection. Foolishness is a destruction. That's why the Bible says, my people have been destroyed because of their ignorance. Ignorance, my friend, is what we fight. We are not fighting Muslims. I love the Muslims. I'm fighting ignorance. It's our enemy. It's not Muslims who they are my enemy. I love them. They believe in such a man who brought nothing but madness, violence, bloodshed, stupid teaching, superstition, false science, crazy science, and yet they don't want to listen. But I have good news for you. Millions of people watching my videos. I just gave my book to the Indonesian people, the biggest Islamic country, for free in their language. Let us see how many people they will die laughing after reading what the truth it says in Arabic, and how many they will leave Islam in Indonesia. We have thousands and thousands. Go and see in Morocco, go and see in Iraq, go and see in Kurdistan, go and see in China, the Muslims leaving Islam. Go everywhere. But you will see in the news, somebody converted to Islam. Because Islam, when you convert, nobody will kill you. But those who leave Islam are bigger. But nobody dare to say. Like the gentleman, he just spoke to me. He said he left Islam, but he don't dare to say. There's a consequence. They will kill me. They will torture me, you know. But the truth is, a lot are leaving Islam. And this is how we cry when we read the Quran. We cry laughing. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a good time. And until I see you soon again, if I can come tomorrow, I will. If not, God is willing, when the Lord, He allowed us to do it. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. And see you soon again. Take care.